Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. The weekend is almost here. Thank God, man. Uh, Boy, that first week back after the holidays is tough. Anyway, hope yours is going good. Hope it's going by fast. We're going to be going over things that happened in basketball this past few days. We got the CFP starting tonight. We'll go over that. Let's get to some news. Hit that subscribe button wherever it is. All right, so former Colorado defensive lineman Brandon Davis Swain transfers to Texas A&M. A lot of things going on in the transfer area, and Oklahoma State is cleaning house. I mean, they are grabbing everybody they can. We'll go over that here in a second. North Texas defensive lineman. See how you say his name. Fadafihi? Valea. Tough name, but anyway. He transfers to Oklahoma State. Texas Tech cornerback Martin Horn. He transfers to Oklahoma State. North Texas safety Evan Jackson. He transfers to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma outside lineman Jacob Sexton. He's jumping sides. He's going to Oklahoma State too. They've just been grabbing players left and right. A lot of them came over from UNT to go with their coach over at Oklahoma State. But man, they are grabbing some serious players. I can't wait to see how Oklahoma State does next year. They've been needing a good team for a while now. Those last few years with Mike Gundy just weren't the best, so they deserve it. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see who else they get and what they do next year. Oklahoma State, that's going to be a team to watch their progress. Hey, Kansas Center. Tyler Mercer, he's going to Oklahoma State too. So see, it just continues. Former Texas wide receiver Parker Livingston, he's jumping the Red River, going to their rival Oklahoma. Former Georgia Tech quarterback Aaron Philo, he's going to Florida. Former USF quarterback Byron Brown, he's going to Auburn. Washington quarterback, this one's kind of surprised me. Washington quarterback Damon Williams, he enters the transfer portal. That kind of surprised me because they had Washington start off strong, and then after that Ohio State game, they were kind of hit or miss. But I don't know, I guess, came calling from somewhere. Michigan State quarterback Aiden Childs, he's transferring to Northwestern. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, he's going to the NFL draft. Ohio State safety Colby Downs, he as well is also going to the NFL draft. And the quarterback Jackson Arnold, leaving Auburn, going to UNLV. So that thing is going strong right now. Still all kinds of players out there in the portal looking to be picked up. We'll see what happens. All right, so back on Monday, we had the FCS championship game. Went into overtime. Montana, your FCS champs this year. Montana Bobcats, they beat Illinois State 35-34. Bobcats Lamson, 280 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 2 touchdowns also. Dowler, 111 receiving yards and a touchdown. Rittenhouse for Illinois State, 311 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. 2 of them, the Lord, who had 161 receiving yards. Dawson had 126 rushing yards on the night. Illinois State, if you look at the post-game stats, their post-game stats are a hell of a lot better than Montana State. But Montana State, I don't know if this was the difference or not. Better numbers on 4th down. So anyway, there you go. Montana State, your FCS champions. They finished the year 14-2. Illinois State finishes 12-5. Basketball, number 12 Michigan State beat 12-3 USC 80-51. Michigan State 50% from the field. USC was only 33%. McNeese, they beat Stephen F. Austin by 2, 66-64. Stephen F. Austin led this game by 4 at halftime. Both of them are 12-3 now. Yale, they moved to 12-2. They beat Brown 70-53. That was a 1-point game at halftime. 10-6 Charleston Southern beat 11-4 William & Mary 88-79. Charleston Southern 47% from the field. William & Mary only 33%. Number 10 Nebraska, man. Look at Nebraska's basketball program. They're starting off very, very strong. 15-0 as of Monday. Beat 10-4 Ohio State 72-69. Nebraska in the top 10 for the first time since 1966. That's crazy. That's back in their football heyday. Columbia, they moved to 12-3. They beat Cornell 104-99. Columbia's Thompson, 26 points in that game. Moving on to Tuesday, 10-4 San Diego State beat 11-4 Nevada, 73-68. San Diego State 50% from the field. Nevada was only 36%. Wyoming, they moved to 11-4. They beat UNLV 98-66. Walker for Wyoming, 28 points in that game. Wyoming grabbed 14 more rebounds than UNLV. Number 7, Houston beat number 14 Texas Tech 69-65. Flemings for Houston, 23 points. Sharp behind him at 17. Tugler with 10 rebounds. And Sinek, he had 11 rebounds, so they're grabbing him. Petty for Texas Tech, 20 points. He hit 5 3-pointers in that game. Toppin, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Texas Tech did turn the ball over 8 more times. Texas lost their second game in a row. Mississippi State went to Austin on Saturday, beat them. Well, they lost to Tennessee in Knoxville, number 21 Tennessee, 85-71. Gillespie for Tennessee, 34 points in that game. Took overtime for number 22 Kansas to beat TCU 104-100. Both of them were 11-4 on Tuesday. Utah State moved to 13-1. They beat Air Force 99-62. Utah State, 59% from the field. They hit 12 3-pointers and grabbed 16 more rebounds. Texas A&M moved to 12-3. They beat Auburn 90-88. A&M's Isaacs came off the bench, 21 points. He was leading scorer. NC State moved to 11-5. They beat Boston College 79-71. Boston College turned the ball over 10 more times in that game. New Mexico, they moved to 12-3, beat Colorado State 80-70. Wisconsin beat UCLA 80-72. Both of them are 10-5 now. 10-5 Minnesota beat number 19 Iowa 70-67. Gophers Reynolds, 22 points, 5 rebounds. They shot 47% from the field, hit 21 3-pointers in this game. That's just incredible. Iowa, Sturts, 21 points. They were 40% from the field. They only hit 7 3-pointers in that one. Both these teams, though, free throw shooting, both of them only made under 8 free throws apiece. Crazy. 13-2 Oklahoma State beat number 25 Central Florida, 87-76. Fowler for Oklahoma State, 24 points, 4 rebounds. Clary, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. They shot 47% from the field, 27 for 35 from the free throw line. They also grabbed more rebounds, too. Kugel for Central Florida, 15 points, 4 rebounds, followed by Folks, who had 13 points, 38% from the field. They were 15 for 23 from the free throw line. They did have less turnovers, but still lost the game. 12-4 Dayton beat 11-5 George Washington, 79-72. George Washington led by 5 at half, but they did have 11 more turnovers. Number 2 Michigan, still undefeated as of Tuesday, beat Penn State 74-72. Carson came off the bench for Michigan, 14 points in that game. Number 6 Duke beat number 20 Louisville, 84-73. Boozer for Duke, 27 points, 8 rebounds. Evans, 23 points, 6 rebounds. They shot 51% from the field. Conwell for Louisville, leading scorer, 24 points, 7 rebounds. They only shot 40% from the field. 10-5 Florida, man. They bounced back from that loss to Missouri last Saturday and beat number 18 Georgia, 92-77. Howell for Florida, 21 points, 12 rebounds. Condon, 21 points, 8 rebounds in that one. Akron is 11-4. They beat Central Michigan to 82-69. St. John's is 10-5. Beat 10-6 Butler, 84-70. Syracuse moved to 10-5. Beat 10-6 Georgia Tech by 10. Kent State moved to 12-3. They beat 11-5 Bowling Green by 3. LSU, 12-3 now. Lost their second game in a row. Lost to 10-5 South Carolina by 10. Lost to A&M last Saturday. Almost won that game. Probably should have, because A&M kept missing free throws and committing fouls. Kept LSU in it. But they did. They lost. Ended up losing that game. Lost again to South Carolina. That's they're 12-3 now. So Miami of Ohio, they're still undefeated. They beat Western Michigan 87-76. West Virginia moved to 10-5. They beat Cincinnati by 2. West Virginia's Huff, 24 points, 8 rebounds. He hit 6 3-pointers in that one. Yesterday, 9-6 Creighton beat 12-2 Villanova, 76-72. Creighton 50% from the field. Villanova only 44. Took overtime for number 4 UConn to beat 8-6 Providence, 103-98. Eastern Tennessee State was 11-5. They beat VMI 81-67. Morris for Eastern Tennessee State, 25.7 rebounds. George Mason, they are 15-1. They beat Fordham 68-58. Marshall moved to 11-5, beat James Madison by 2. Missouri, 12-3. Beat Florida last Saturday. Well, they beat Kentucky last night, 73-68. Mitchell from Missouri, 21 points. Stone, 20 points. And I'll give Mizzou credit, but Kentucky is down this year. I think they're like 9-6 or something like that. So they're not the Kentucky team we're used to seeing, but still. Great for Mizzou. That great win against Florida on their home court last Saturday night and then beating Kentucky. So that only helps them there. Mississippi State, 10-5, and they are on a roll. Went to Austin, beat Texas last week. Then they beat OU last night. OU's 11-4 now, 72-53. Hubbard from Mississippi State, 30 points in that one. Mississippi State get some good quality wins coming up. Might be able to make that tournament. Navy 11-5 beat Bucknell 76-55. Belmont's 14-3 beat 12-4. UNI 78-65. Belmont 30 for 50 from the field. Richmond, they moved to 12-4. They beat 11-4 St. Bonaventure by 9. Temple's 11-5. They beat ECU 75-67. Temple's Griffith, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. He hit 5 3-pointers in that game. St. Louis is 14-1, beat 11-5 VCU, 71-62. Stanford, they're 13-3 now, beat 12-4 Virginia Tech by 1. Oakary for Stanford, 31 points in that game. Miami moved to 13-2. They beat 10-6 Wake Forest, 81-77. Miami grabbed 16 more rebounds than Wake Forest did. High Point moved to 15-3, beat Gardner-Webb 104-49. Wow. High Point, 40-point lead at halftime. I mean, Indiana moved to 12-3. They beat Maryland 84-66. Wilkerson for Indiana, 24.6 rebounds. 10-8 Winthrop beat 11-7 Charleston Southern, 81-77. 1-point game at halftime. Wofford moved 11-5. They beat North Carolina Greensboro 97-85. Holmes for Wofford, 27 points in that game. Furman moved 11-5, beat Chattanooga 78-67. Number 1 Arizona, they are still undefeated. They beat Kansas State 101-76. Number 9 BYU moved to 14-1. They beat Arizona State 104-76. Number 11 Vanderbilt beat number 13 Alabama 96-90. Tanner for Vanderbilt, 29 points, 7 assists. They shot 46% from the field. They turned the ball over 7 times. Allen for Alabama, 25 points, 11 rebounds, 37% from the field. They turned the ball over 13 times, 6 more times. Number 15, Arkansas moved to 12-3. They beat Ole Miss 94-87. Number 23, Virginia beat 13-3 Cal, 80-64. Virginia, 50% from the field. Cal was only 35%. And Virginia grabbed 14 more rebounds than Cal did. 13-3 Clemson beat number 24 SMU, 74-70. Clemson, 43% from the field. SMU was 37%. Bradley moved to 11-6, beat Drake, 93-66. Colorado, they moved to 12-3. They beat Utah, 85-73. Remember when Utah used to have a damn good program under Rick Majerus and all that? Seems like years and years ago. Yeah, it was years and years ago. St. Thomas, Minnesota moved to 13-4, beat South Dakota 99-86. Number 5 Purdue, they moved to 14-1, beat Washington 81-73. Number 3 Iowa State, still undefeated, beat 10-4 Baylor 70-60. Arkansas State, they moved to 11-5. They beat 10-6 Troy 86-74. Murray State moved to 14-3. They beat Evansville by 10. 8-8 Valparaiso beat 12-4 Illinois State 77-71. Valpasario's Dees, 28 points, 6 rebounds. Games tonight. I mean, there's games today and tonight, but some of them look like they'd be decent. But the only one that sticks out is late. 10:30 ESPN2, 13-4 Santa Clara versus number 8 Gonzaga. CFP semifinals start tonight. Fiesta Bowl, 6:30 ESPN. Miami versus Ole Miss. And then tomorrow night, semifinal Peach Bowl, 6:30 on ESPN. Oregon versus Indiana. I'm going to tell you, I do not even have a clue who might win these games. Miami's a strong team, but Ole Miss has proven they're a strong team. Oregon and Indiana, it's hard to beat the same team twice in a season. But Indiana's so damn good. Oregon's so damn good. I mean, to me, these 4 teams just flip freaking coins and call teams in the air, and that's probably who's going to be in your national championship. I mean, I really don't know. Anyway, that's it. Keep your head down. Stay busy. The weekend will be here before you know it. Like I mentioned before, I got family coming in this weekend for Christmas. My wife's side of the family. So the review show on Monday is probably going to be pretty short. CFP and maybe some major upsets in basketball because I'm not going to have that much time this weekend to go through things, stats, and all that. So it's going to be a pretty short show on Monday. Like I said, just CFP and upsets in basketball and news. So anyway, hey, like I said, keep your head down, stay busy. The weekend will be here before you know it. Be safe this weekend. Have a good time. Have fun. And we'll see you back on Monday.